What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT, and we have an update from Intellivision during the quiet period. I can't make sense of what is okay to talk about or what's not, and if the quiet period is officially over or if this is just more chat. I don't even know what the hell to think anymore, but here's what they've sent out. Now, this was first posted, I believe, to the Intellivision Amico Facebook group that I have been banned from. Thankfully, I have a lot of insiders that always share everything to me immediately, so thank you guys, appreciate that. This is something that I believe was sent out to all the GameStop pre-orders, and, well, let's just go through it. As we continue to adapt and keep pushing forward with our launch, we have some changes that we want to share with you about the status of our pre-ordering, pricing, and SKU availability. First, rest assured that for all existing orders, for those folks who have made an initial deposit, your place in line will not be altered and your price remains the same. That is actually great to hear because it's the first time that I can think of in recent memory that Phil Adam says something in a podcast and then reiterates that standpoint. So let's hope that that is going to actually be true. For new orders, as we work through a continually evolving supply chain, our pricing has changed to the following. Galaxy Purple, $289.99 for a console with one controller, $339.99 for a console with two controllers. Vintage Wood Grain, same deal, $289.99 for a console with one, $339.99 for a console with two controllers. Black and white, no new orders are being accepted at this time. So, before I even go further on this is actually pretty reassuring. I don't want to get too excited and give them too much credit because this is just more words. There are no consoles made or currently being made. They're just changing up the price and what's supposed to be eventually available. I guess what I'm saying is they didn't announce bankruptcy, which is good. It's good to hear that they're still trying, but also concerning, and I'll tell you why in just a second. Effective today, we are halting further pre-orders on black and white models. This helps us optimize our first manufacturing run to consist mostly of the colors that already have the highest volume. For all new, I'd be worried if I had a black or white one. That means you're probably going to be getting your console last, if ever. If any of these ever come out, those ones are definitely not on the priority list for being created. For all new orders, no deposit will be required until we finalize and announce a manufacturing date. That's why I'm concerned. People are saying, oh, what do I have to lose? I'll put a pre-order and it doesn't cost me anything. This is a business tactic to try to get investors to give money. And if they can go and say, we have a resurgence of all these orders, look at all these people just banging down our door to buy our consoles. We just need to get the money to get us over the hump to produce them. Wait, that sounds really familiar. I think Tommy said something like that before. But as long as they show this to investors, that's a way for them to get money. Because right now, nothing's changed. They're in the hole by millions of dollars and still don't have a console created. And all we have now is, let's be real, absolutely ludicrous pricing for what this console has to offer. It's like, it's funny. Like, I know they're a smaller developer or console manufacturer company that's never manufactured a console before since it transferred the naming rights. But the prices, this doesn't work. Who would buy this at that price? Coming from a guy who's played the dev unit, not the retail unit, because those don't exist, remember? So who knows what the hell I played and what was inside of that thing. They didn't have a back end set up yet. The RFID NFT cards didn't work yet. So what is it that people are paying $340 for? And again, this goes back to the whole, I know times change, the pandemic and the cost structure and everything else, but part of the main selling point for the Intellivision Amico was affordability. That's changed. Understood, things change. One of the major selling points was playing together. If they're selling these with one controller, then I struggle to find how people are going to play together unless you're forcing everybody to use their cell phones, which doesn't take advantage of what Tommy's been saying all along is the selling point of the system. These gyroscopic, amazing, cool controllers that are new fandangled, futuristic stuff inside of them. If you don't need that to play multiplayer, why do you need it at all? So it's just a whole bunch of contradictions coming into play. And the price is insane. That's literally, I mean, give or take, what, $10 to get a brand new Nintendo Switch? Tommy was saying, oh, but this comes with two controllers. Literally, you take the Joy-Cons off, the Switch comes with two controllers. So your argument is dead. The games on the Switch, there are infinite games available. Indie games, kid games, family games, games I haven't even had the time to open that are sealed that I'm looking at right now, too high to reach. But WarioWare is one that comes to mind that I love playing with my family. I can't wait for Switch Sports. I can't wait for so many of these games to play together with my family on a console that I already own. Part of the reason why I initially invested in the Intellivision Amico was the cost, the family atmosphere. Two controllers at $180. Boom, done. Or it was like $150 to $180. So I was thinking, okay, that's totally worth it. Totally worth it. I played it, had fun with it. This is literally double, we'll say, double the price of what was initially quoted. Maybe a little less than double for one controller, but more than double for two controllers. Talk about over-promising, under-delivering. And the fact that they're saying no deposit will be required until we finalize, that's very concerning, because that tells me right there that they're desperate to get those numbers up to show to investors to get some money to be able to produce these, which is still the major concern and problem, the blockade that gets in the way of this even happening in the first place. But let's continue. And it gives us a good sense around initial order volume, which in turn helps our new supply chain agreements. Okay. And it also doesn't cost anything. So I don't understand how that's different from charging people for the Intellivision Amico for the deposit and just being able to take that. Unless, like I said, you're just trying to get people to line up so that you can show it off to investors. As the development of this console has gone on for over 3 years, I mean, we're getting, you could literally say, almost 4 years. And through a component-impacted pandemic, here come the excuses. We have to alter our pricing to meet the needs of the business. What's that, Sadesh, with the $100 per console, cut you off at the kneecaps deal you guys made, while bringing the Amico to you. As you would expect, we tried very hard to hold our originally published pricing, which was $150. Yeah, I mean, was that published? It was in the launch trailer, I think. Tommy was definitely quoted as saying it in multiple interviews. As you would expect, we tried very hard to hold it. Unable to do that, we have introduced the single controller package as a budget-friendly alternative for customers who are happy to use their smartphones as additional controllers with our free Amico controller app. Again, I'll say it one more time till my face turns blue. If you don't need the Amico controllers, why are these a part of the system anyways? And if you do need them, why are you only giving people one of them? If it's supposed to be a game that gets played together with up to 4 people, but most games are 2-player multiplayer experiences. It's just, I get it. Financially, it's a challenging spot, but this is literally the corner you've put yourselves in. Lastly, if your GameStop pre-order was canceled, we will honor GameStop's $299.99 price on a replacement pre-order directly with us for either Galaxy Purple or Vintage Wood Grain. Okay, so it's no longer a GameStop exclusive Galaxy Purple then. I'm very confused. What? So is this not going to be through GameStop? Is it just going to be through Intellivision? Has GameStop completely stopped offering these? Because I was thinking after starting reading this, I was like, okay, they're going to have 2 different SKUs. That's what GameStop meant by they're no longer carrying that console. But nope, it looks like GameStop is no longer carrying the Intellivision Amico no matter what. And you're going to be getting the exclusive Galaxy Purple GameStop edition directly from Intellivision or Wood Grain with 2 controllers. After you place your new pre-order, please send a copy of your canceled GameStop receipt or email to special@intellivision.com. When placing your new pre-order, please use the same email address that you used for your original GameStop order to help us match them up. Okay, so that's a nice gesture, but man, it's making your customers jump through a lot of hoops for your cluster mess up of a situation with GameStop. It's now, the onus is now on your customer to fix your errors and mistakes and your transgressions. That's not a great look, but at least you're making an effort, which is better than nothing currently. But I read this and it tells me absolutely nothing about a console being made. This is just more words, more expensive consoles, which makes it even harder of a sell. Like, I don't know. I'm at a loss. So if you go to the Intellivision website right now, there is the Vintage Wood Grain Amico pre-order reservation, and there it is, $0. Retails for $289.99 with 1 controller, $339.99 USD with 2 controllers plus tax. Reserve yours now with no deposit. To reserve multiple systems, please select your desired quantity below. What's included? Wood Grain Entertainment System, 1 or 2 controllers, 6 pack-in games. We still have no updates on the US packaging, the back end, the functioning store, the functioning leaderboards, the functioning RFID, NFT, gizmos, whatever you want to call what's inside those cardboard boxes. Nothing. But at least it's not bankrupt yet. But yeah, that's the Intellivision website. They have the Wood Grain and the Galaxy Purple. No longer GameStop exclusive. In fact, no longer GameStop at all. And you can reserve yours now on the Intellivision.com website. Make sure you spell it right. Something Intellivision couldn't even do on their own packaging. And you yourself can pre-order a Galaxy Purple. Where is it? Loading. There it is. A Galaxy Purple pre-order for $0. So that's the news we got for today. Do with it what you will. But yeah, Intellivision is the story that never ends. I'm going to leave it right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, you stay smashing.